Riddle me this. What do you get when you take Minecraft's crafting system and graft it onto a side-scrolling platformer with RPG elements reminiscent of Zelda? Oh, and there's co-op? You get hours of fun. You get Terraria. It's basically every 80s arcade fan's dream. How many of us saw ghouls and ghosts as a kid and were like, I want to build a house in that awesome zombie-infested graveyard and settle down? All of us, right? And that's the game's hook. It's a 2D platformer that allows you to truly interact with the world, shaping it, building it, destroying it. Indie developer ReLogic first released Terraria on PC back in 2011. Since then, it's seen a release on every major console, and will even come to 3DS in the last half of 2016. Well, maybe. Each player will require a copy for co-op play, but for around $10 for a copy on Steam, Terraria can add its modest price to its long list of strengths. A total of 255 players can connect to a dedicated server, or 8 to a peer-to-peer server on PC. Terraria offers LAN or online connectivity and connects easily through the Steam client. Multiplayer in Terraria is by default set to cooperative play, but team play and player versus player options are easily set dynamically in-game without having to restart the server. Every time you begin the game, you are given the option to create a new world or continue playing on an existing world. Each new world is a randomly generated sandbox that offers a succession of boss fights which advance the game forward, allowing the discovery of new materials and weapons and new mobs and events to overcome. Characters and worlds are not mutually exclusive, so a character created in one world can play in any number of worlds both locally and online with other players. Characters maintain their loot and any equipment stored in special cloud-like storage units like piggy banks or safes, which can be accessed in any world the character visits. There is no difference between the single-player and multiplayer versions of the game, except of course how players choose to interact with one another. However, the game does not use a character-specific loot mechanic like games such as Diablo or Borderlands, so it's first in, best served, whether you defeated the mob or not. Even chests can be accessed by only one player at a time. Terraria is an unforgiving and sometimes brutal world, so having extra hands to deal with mobs, collect resources, and to help build a HQ makes things a lot easier, especially for the boss fights. If you choose to join a team, the location and distance of your teammates is shown both on screen and on the map, making it easy to locate your allies. You can join or leave teams on the fly in-game. Skill level is selected during character creation and is specific to that character regardless of the world they are playing on or who they are playing with. But rather than affecting the number or strength of mobs, it instead determines what happens to your characters when they die. Hard mode characters are completely deleted. Medium skill level allows you to respawn your character, but all their equipment is dropped when they die. On the easiest skill level, the character can respawn and simply loses a percentage of the coin they are carrying and keep all of their equipment. I think this is the most interesting aspect of the game. It provides both challenge and accessibility to a wider audience. You could conceivably have a game with kids who are mucking about on easy, while older gamers tough it out on hard mode, constantly dying and then creating new characters and joining again. Terraria is rated PEGI 12. All obstacles are designed to be overcome with violence, but there is no excessive gore, and all enemies are inhuman and rendered in a lovably nostalgic, cartoon-like 16-bit style. In my opinion, this game is too cute to offend anyone, let alone drive anyone to Columbine levels of crazy, but that's just me. With 280 hours logged on Steam, I totally recommend this game, especially with friends and family. If you like platforming, building, exploring, and playing with others, then Terraria is certainly worth a go.